Hi everyone, it's Kim Krompass from the Price Action Traders Institute, and today I want to talk about what the trading was like during the New York session, but more importantly, I really want to talk about two things: the ideal time to trade when there's no US red news, and also the importance of a trade plan. So let's go ahead and take a look briefly at this morning. So this morning, as I just mentioned, there was no red news scheduled for the New York session. So typically what I like to do is start trading on or right before the New York open. So that means that last candle before 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern is the candle where I'm looking to plan and take my trades. Or I'm waiting for that candle to actually close and then I'll begin to take my trades. And today I specifically want to talk about the pound yen, my trade plan based on a clear directional move to the upside, and the yellow line entry that I took. Now remember, these trades happen every time we sit down to trade, whether it's in the London session or the New York session. So really what's important here is doing that trade plan ahead of time so that you're prepared for an entry when the market gives you an entry, or you're prepared to stand aside if there's no entry. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at what happened. So we're looking at the pound yen, and my trade plan was based on this. What did price do overnight? Where is price now? And what do I need to see price do in order to execute a trade? And this is what I was talking about moving. The price was actually moving before the New York session started. We had a nice pullback, and here was this candle right here was the 6:15 a.m. candle closing at 6:30 a.m. So you can see I drew my yellow line. I put an entry to a buy limit to buy this on a pullback into that yellow line, and I have a 12 pip stop right here. All right, so I was filled at 154.02 on this pair right here, and I was filled 1 minute and 19 seconds into the New York Open, so at 6:31:19 this morning Pacific time. Let's see what happened. So you can see right here, here was the entry on this candle, and actually on this candle, price took off immediately, was starting to break these highs here. And I had already put in a target way up here. All right. And I moved my stop to cover my costs and actually a little bit on the trade. I think I was locked in with about 10 pips at this point. And this is on the candle that I entered on. All right. So I've already got confirmation that the market's moving. I've got it across the board on all the yen pairs, and it looks like a beautiful yen move that I'm in. So let's take a look and see how this trade actually played out. So now you can see that this candle, which was a really large candle, closed way up here above these prior highs. And I also moved my stop in now, or up, to lock in 30 pips in profit, so that in case the market turned on me really quickly, at worst case scenario, I would come out of the trade with plus 30. And again, I'm still targeting up here. Now we see I've moved my stop up to lock in 50 pips after this one candle. Remember, this was the candle that broke these highs and closed just above the high. And then we had a little more acceleration up here. And I was targeting all these different price levels as price was punching through these levels. And you can see at this point now, this candle is starting to really push towards 155. My actual limit is up here at 155.20. So up here is 155.20, and I'm looking for price to come through this 80. It had already come through 80. I was looking for it to hit into 00 and then make another ramp up into 20. So let's see what happened. And you can see now, okay, on the third candle, this was the entry candle, again, breaking those highs. I moved my stop up, and now I'm moving it up even further because I've really got some beautiful acceleration. Prices now come through 155, and I'm looking for that, pop up into 155.20. And now I've locked in 80 pips in case the market turns around and takes me out I'll have at least 80 pips on the books for this trade. And you can see right here on this candle, once it broke 0, the next candle, boom, hits my limit and took me out for 117 pips. And the market continued to ramp up. The market got as high as, I think, 155.50 before it started to pull back. All right, so you can see the entry candle, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and just under an hour. I was in this trade for, I think I said around 56 minutes, 54 minutes. I actually entered at 6:31.19 and was out at 7:25.28. So just about 54 minutes in this trade, and it was all based on this trade plan. Now, some traders would have maybe tried to get in this move here before the New York session. I actually, watched some of these moves, but because there was no red news, again, I wanted to wait for the open. And I was rewarded very nicely for waiting for the open. In fact, I took no losses today, which is really unusual. And I took all 6-7 trades, and they all were profitable this morning. So I hope this helps you. Again, remember, the importance is have a trade plan, know exactly what you're going to do. And Patty members, they know exactly what to do and when to do it. And again, if there's no red news scheduled, you want to wait or try to wait for the New York Open. All right. Hope this helps you in your trading this week, and I will talk to you soon.